I invited you to my party.
No, thank you. So today we're going to continue where we left off yesterday, which is the last of the 3 paths.
Yes, we are on path number 3, which is Tenzin's path. Last night we talked to Carby, Bringer of Rainbows.
Nice.
Let's go through this gate.
All right.
All right, so we're going to be passing through 16 stone doors. In order to pass through each of these doors, you have to fight a doll named Gargoyle.
Uh-oh.
Which makes the door open for 25 seconds. Okay. Oh, it's those guys.
Them guys from the Craigs. Or, no, I'm sorry, the tower. Delphic Tower. Yeah. Dude, I don't remember this. Do you?
Barely. About a year ago, maybe 2, is when I soloed COP, but I didn't read any of the story. I just skipped it. So I did this, I just didn't know what was going on.
I must have been drinking because I don't remember any of this. It's a good possibility.
Ooh, Krypton Berry.
Does he drop crypto?
You'll know you're at the final door when you see an elevator. Okay.
These guys look cool.
Yeah, they do.
They're also in Sky.
Yeah. Yeah, Faust is one, right?
Yeah. That's a cool looking Tomberry, man.
It is a cool Tunberry. At least you can't get lost. It seems like one steady path.
That's true.
I was wondering why there wasn't a map on the wiki.
I know. Is that it? Nope.
Nope. I haven't been keeping count. There's 16 doors, but I haven't been counting.
Yeah. It's good enough.
Oh, we're getting close. There's the elevator around there. Kill him just for fun.
For funsies.
For funsies.
Today we finally took a break from moving.
Yes. No more today.
No, thank you.
No. that temporary attacking me or just hanging out? Like,
Just hanging out with the family.
He like followed me. The elevator.
I'm back now. We're waiting on you. Yeah,
The
it is.
Dynamites. I love those. With my blue mage, no, Beastmaster.
Yeah.
I had Ankle Biter Jed, remember?
He's tough, man.
Dude, he was so cool.
He's like one of the toughest ones for a long time. There's that grasshopper one too.
Yeah, that one was cool too, but Ankle Biter Jed was my favorite. It was this way. I was looking for the door marked Avatar Gate.
Watch it.
Yeah.
So this is the device which will provide us with the power of Hubby. Let us begin. I can hear the voice of Phoenix. She's telling us to return to the place where we where we first met Celtius. But this would be Juno.
Warp out.
That was easy.
Yeah.
In today's standards, I guess.
Yeah, there wasn't even a battle.
No.
Okay. Upper Juno 3. See why they put this crystal here? Because we have to go to the infirmary quite a bit and talk to Monborough.
Yeah, I can see that. It seems as if you have experienced a trying ordeal in the Northlands. I have attempted to gather information from the Ducal Guard. However, none are willing, or should I say allowed, to speak of the matter, though the fear in their eyes tells much. And that's not all. Recently there have been unsettling rumors that the end of the world is near. Those rumors also say that the young patient that I treated, the girl who had her amulet stolen, is connected with all this in some matter. I've even heard that the Ducal Guard has a warrant out for her arrest. Preposterous. Lady Prish is simply being used. The true criminal is that boy. Why, if it is not... I apologize for my sudden entrance, Doctor. Something terrible is underway. I've come from the Grand Duke Palace, where I heard that Duchy's ridiculous plan. Juno has begun to mobilize Ducal Guard in preparation for an attack on Bahamut. Yes, Bahamut has threatened Venetiel with the promise of apocalypse. However, he is still one of the terrestrial avatars bound to protect our world. There must be some way to persuade the conqueror of the skies, and that is why I requested to accompany the commander of this operation, Lady Esha. Unfortunately, the commander was not one to listen to reason. She is convinced that it would be futile to try and communicate with Bahamut, and the only way to save the people of Venetiel is to attack the Worm King and his minions before they attack our cities. Excuse me, sir. I am not sure if I fully comprehend what you're trying to say.
He was zoning out.
I was zoning out there, sorry. Bahamut is ready to launch an attack on the 4 nations. That cannot be true. But if it was, had the leaders of the nations been informed? Had their armies begun preparations? Unfortunately, Sandoria, Bastok, and Windurst more than likely remain oblivious to the situation at hand. And even if they did know, they would have no means of mounting a counterattack. Bahamut is known as the Conqueror of the Skies for a reason. The power he and his minions possess is beyond anything we could ever imagine. The power to control time and space. Control time and space? The moment he and his minions were to arrive above our cities would be the moment of our defeat. We would have no choice but to accept annihilation. But I feel this is the way. Or there is a way, or still a way. Too much Mandalorian in my head, I guess.
This is the way.
This is the way. Lady Esha mentioned that Bahamut is currently building up the energy necessary for teleporting his fellow worms to locations of attack. If we could reach Bahamut before he has stored enough power, we may be able to persuade him not to begin his ambush of Venetiel. Persuade him? The end of the world is right before us, and you want to sit down and chat with the bringer of that destruction? Exactly. With the Phoenix Blade and Rewind and Noxie by my side, I am positive that I can convince Bahamut to spare the lives of those of this world. But to succeed, I require your assistance, Doctor. I need to know where that boy was first discovered. Understood. Wolfgang, Captain of the Ducal Guard, ordered me not to reveal the information to anyone. However, I am afraid I no longer have any choice. On the first floor of Delphid's tower, there's a large doorway that leads to the deeper areas of the spire. It is somewhere down there that the boy mysteriously appeared, a large, central chamber, but that is all I remember. I am extremely grateful for all you have done for us, Doctor. Come, we have no time to lose. But there is a door, a locked door, and only Wolfgang knows how to open it. I have no worries, as Phoenix will lead the way. Make your preparations quickly and meet me at the tower. It may be a worthless effort, but let me ask Wolfgang for the key to that chamber. While sometimes misled, he is a man who strongly believes in justice. He may feel that it is solely his duty to protect the world on the eve of its destruction. We must let them know that there is those of us who also follow the path, as he. Here, take this envelope to the palace guard post. I will be praying for your success.
Nice. Okay.
It's making me read all this stuff today.
Yep. Yesterday it was all my turn.
Now it was your turn.
Rulude 1.
Did you already leave me?
Yep.
I'm gonna brain fart. How the hell did I get out of here?
How do you get out of the infirmary?
Yeah, I was like, where the hell am I going? Should be Redwood one. There we go. One second, sorry, I'm changing the audio settings, you know me.
Oh my gosh, that's all you did while I was cooking dinner. What settings could you possibly still be messing with?
You never know. I treat 11 as my beta test, like I said, so it's a good opportunity to test stuff. Okay, I'm here.
Was checking out the those people's goods.
Figuring out their goods, huh?
Yeah.
Anything you like? They're probably selling stuff that's beyond our level of understanding.
Beyond our level of understanding.
What's that do? What's that currency?
Well, Willowy's selling a bunch of furniture for the Mog House and a few level 70s rings, so they must be a crafter.
Yeah, probably. Our daughter is a murdering lunatic in Red Dead 2.
Mm-hmm.
I saw her stab someone for his horse and then got on it and said, I don't like this horse, and then got off of it. I was like, did you stab that guy for his horse?
You didn't even want it.
This one guy was stuck in a bear trap, and instead of helping him, she went there and shot him. I said, why'd you do that?
Oh my gosh.
Ended his misery.
Jeez.
Like, okay. You're not so innocent like I thought you were. What is this? You say you have business with the captain? And my hair looks stupid? It does not look like carrots.
It's Carrot Top.
The orange haircuts in Elvon just look stupid.
Oh, they do look stupid, yeah.
I was looking for you. Esha, Duke Vicarious?
Uh-huh.
Would like to hear your account of what transpired in the Northlands. What is this envelope? From Dr. Mombro? Why would he? However, first things first, follow me. Okay, now he likes us. Originally he wanted to arrest us and throw us in the gulag.
Yeah, he did.
And now he's cool.
He's cool now. He thought we were a criminal like Krish. Welcome back, adventurer. I see that you were unsuccessful in protecting the fourth crystal, and now it is looking more and more like you are the one who is leading the boy. Relax, adventurer. I am not blaming you for anything. Nagmadlot kept the secret of the amulet to himself. It is his foolishness that acted as a catalyst for what occurred in the Northlands. And now that we know the true identity of the boy, there is no reason to further suspect your nation's involvement. I apologize for not trusting you. However, now we must put aside our misunderstandings and unite to save the world from being destroyed. Will you help us protect the mother crystals?
Nah.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'll protect you. I mean, I'm sorry.
Noxie, rewind. In the presence of the fourth crystal, I have learned that a strange occurrence took place. Is it true that the girl you took with you actually helped Celtius and thwarted the plans of our Nagmalata?
Hello? How are you? Did it go good?
Awesome. We had caldo for dinner, so there's a leftover bowl of it in the fridge if you want to heat it up, or you can make hot dogs and chips or a sandwich. Okay. It is extremely important that you do not withhold information from us. Is it true? I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah.
I see. The Duchy is currently searching for that girl. We do not wish to punish her. We feel she may be in grave danger. We must find her so we can protect her. The first threat to her will be Nagmalata. He's already attempting to make it seem as if the fall of the fourth crystal was the girl's fault. If he finds her, he will more than likely poison her mind, preventing her from speaking of anything that may harm his plan. The second threat will be the boy, Celtius. His next destination will most surely be the fifth and final crystal. However, this crystal lies deep beneath the sea, and the only one who knows how to reach it is the girl. Finally, the third threat will consist of assassins from the south. You may have already heard the rumors of the Mithrin sin hunters who have crossed the southern seas to try the theologians of Tabnasia. These hunters will not give up until they have punished all those they seek. And that is why we need your help, Noxian Rewind. If you find the girl, bring her here. No harm will be brought to her. I swear on the name of the goddess.
Lady Esha. Did you tell them everything that happened in the Northlands? My plan was flawless. If it wasn't for that despicable girl, Prish, I would have captured Celtius, and this whole ordeal would have been solved. That girl heard the whisper of Celtius' soul, saying the Memoria de Lestona, and helped him escape. The testament of affinity she possesses, it connects the hearts and souls of men. Celtius has been using that to control her. But now we have the chance to find out his true intentions. And if we can capture the girl, we can use her to tap into Celtius' mind. We can learn if he truly arrived to save C. You miserable man. Are you saying Celtius does not know that our crusade ended long ago? You fool. Are you saying Celtius does not know that the celestial capital was destroyed long ago? Perhaps it was we who did not know the true outcome of the crusade or the true fate of our capital. I propose that an expedition be sent to C. Are we about to get C?
We don't get C until like the end of chapter 7.
Oh wow, you have to really work for it.
Mm-hmm.
There we may find the answers to why Celtius survived all the centuries, and why he continues to poison the mother crystals. And that is why we must first investigate the line leading to the fifth crystal. Please grant me access to the crystal terminal.
I understand why you feel an expedition to C is necessary. However,
the Armithron Society has already made a decision on this matter. I seem to recall that you have been given orders to research the Moblin city that was discovered near Bastok. All affairs concerning Celtius have been left to Esha. You are not to interfere. Having camera problems again. But Lady Esha has been given the assignment of Bahamut. Celtius is a much graver problem than you imagine. I do not think. Yes, you do not think. Did you really believe attacking the boy with the eye of Altana would defeat him? Your impudence is the cause of all of our troubles.
ooh,
Ouch. But
ouch.
you ever get that feeling that you're not liked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nagmalata, do not misunderstand us. This society does not intend to pry at your faults. The reason we have entrusted you with the Moblin investigation is because your excellent Kulu powers of negotiation are vital for the success of the mission.
But Lady Esha, you do not realize how powerful the boy has become. Now with the eye gone and the path to the fifth crystal sealed, how do you plan on dealing with him? I don't think you even had a plan.
Very well. Let me inform you of how we plan to stop Celtius. We can draw him forth without traveling to the fifth crystal. We can seal him without your precious Eye of Altana.
How?
You can hear me, can you not, Celtius? It is I who possess the other amulet you seek. I'm waiting, Celtius. Come and fulfill the pact. So the amulets are like a link pearl?
I guess so. Here, take this envelope back to the doctor. It does not belong to me. But why would he try to... So yeah, that new game Starfield came out by the guys who made Skyrim and Oblivion and all those, you know. And it's one of those games that's getting kind of controversy. Either people hate it or love it. It's like people are like, masterpiece, game of the century, and the next comment is like, the worst game I've played ever in my life.
Ever.
I was like, Maybe it's somewhere in the middle.
Right? Back to Upper Juno 3. Gotta take him his envelope back. Yeah, I don't know, man. I haven't seen a trailer for it or anything. I really loved Oblivion and Skyrim, but they're single-player games, and I like playing games with you.
True. Might be worth the playing Game Pass on Xbox or something.
Yeah.
One of these days. I'll wait for some patches, though. It might be buggy.
There you go.
Oh, I went the wrong way. My bad. I can't play an Xbox right now because my daughter has it hogged up with Red Dead 2.
That's right.
She's really into it, and I hate to take it away from her. I see by his reaction that Wolfgang understood the meaning of this map. Where should you go? Haha, that's a secret. Though if you think hard enough, I feel you will come to understand.
Well, it's a good thing we have a guide, because I wouldn't have a clue what he just meant by that.
Me neither. A lot of these quests are very...
Egg.
You'd have to have a link show that's helpful, or
yeah, if you think
forum.
hard enough, you'll understand. Like, what?
Yeah. Like, what is that supposed to mean?
Because we're supposed to leave Upper Juno, go to Battaglia Downs, and examine a question mark at K9. How in the world would we know that?
I know, right?
I like the people with stars over their name. We'll have that someday if you ever farm job points with me.
Yeah, they master their class. Seems like it takes forever.
Next time we're in Rulud, you really need to talk to that Moogle so you can start getting capacity points.
Think so?
Yeah.
Mount up?
Yeah.
We're going to Eldame?
Nope. Just K9 here in Battaglia. Let's see.
Should be right over here.
It was right here, like right by the gate.
Oh, you're kidding. That's funny. Oops.
Yeah, how in the world would we know that, Monbro? Seriously? All you can do is think hard.
I bet that puzzled a lot of link shoals back in the day.
I bet.
The people who were first doing it. You will not find anything of interest there. This place, A long time ago in Juno, there was these two boys, the best of friends, always sticking their noses in places that did not belong, fighting, getting into trouble. One day the boys found a shard of blue glass. There was nothing special about it. It was probably just a broken bottle with one of the local pubs. However, to those boys, it was a fabulous treasure. Looking through the glass allowed the boys to see the world in a different light. It made the town new and exciting. The two would spend hours arguing over who was to use it next. But in time, the buildings and the bridges began to bore them, and one day, the boys decided that they would defy their father's warnings and sneak out the city gates just to have a look at the rest of the world. For a member of the Ducal Guard, coming this far is a simple task. But for two young boys who had never ventured beyond the borders of their hometown, their little journey was a grand adventure. And on that journey, they brought their treasure. And when they gazed at the towering duchy through the soft blue glass, they realized the strength, the beauty, and the grandeur that is Juno. They were all struck by the sight of their hometown. The excitement that they felt by watching Juno from the spot drew them back. Sorry, numerous times. However, one day, one of the boys said a strange thing. Juno's amazing whether you look at it through the glass or not. Mom, bro.
Oh, him and Wolfgang were best friends when they were young.
Oh, okay. It's been a long time since we both visited this place. Look at the city. It's just as beautiful today as it was when we were boys. Wouldn't you say, Wolf? Why have you come here, Mom, bro? I've been so busy lately. I just thought I would come here and rest a spell. Why are you here? I was just patrolling the area. I see. Wolfgang. Huh? You know the glass is mine. What? Don't you remember when we buried it? You said, the treasure's yours. I don't need it anymore. I never said such a thing. Where's your proof? Do you have it in writing? Huh? I don't see any signatures. Some things never change, do they, Wolf? If you want it, it's yours. The shard should still be right there where we buried it. No. That treasure was neither mine nor yours. It was ours. Wolf? The true reason I came here was to bury the glass. I guess I never told you that I dug it up and kept it in my room. Recently, I seem to have lost sight of what I truly need to protect in this world. When I was a boy, staring at the duchy from this hill, I thought I'd finally realize what my father was risking his life to protect. Coming here today reminded me of that. And hopefully, I'll never again forget. I'll be seeing you. Burrow, or I'll say bro.
Bro.
I'll see you, bro. Now, where did I put that key? I hope I did not bury it by mistake. Oh well. What is another slap in the wrist and a cut and pay? I have a successful doctor friend to buy all the rounds next time we go to the pub. and who would that happen to be? I guess I was right. My old friend hasn't changed a bit. If I were you, I'd see what the captain has buried over there. I have a feeling it is something that may be useful on your quest. Me too. Mm-hmm. But I request that you leave the other treasure where it rests. Allow the memories of two young boys to live on, even if it's just for a little while longer. Wasn't that sentimental?
To begin. Gotta see what he buried.
1 gil. Something is buried underneath a piece of light blue glass. You leave the glass where it is. Obtain Delphoot recognition device. That's more valuable than 1 gil.
That is true.
It reminds me of Final Fantasy XII, where the treasure was kind of randomized out there, and you get 1 gil sometimes.
It seemed like when you were playing Final Fantasy 16, the most you would ever find is 4 gil.
And for 16, yeah. 12 was kind of the same way, though.
12 was random. Sometimes you get cool stuff, but I didn't ever see you get anything cool in 16.
No. I mostly just fell asleep.
Yeah. Prelude. Let's do Prelude 1, and you can talk to that Moogle, and then we'll use the survival guide.
Okay. Talk to what Moogle? Oh.
Next to Matt.
Yeah, to do,
Capacity points.
Yeah, that's right. I swear I would have done that before. I was even wearing the mantle to get more of them. And
yeah, what the heck?
I think I dinged 99 and peaced out. Took a 7-month break. Hey, my boot's activated. Yeah. Go ninja, go ninja, go! Is it the Nomad Moogle? Next to Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's talking about job points. Without a doubt, I am confident. I cannot believe I never talked to him. I wonder how many points I missed out on. Jawbreaker. So I'm good now?
Yep.
There's nothing I have to do in the profile?
No.
My
Good now.
God. Well, we haven't really leveled much, though, anyways. I probably would have missed out maybe in hardly any.
Yeah.
So I have that back piece that gives me
25% more.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else that you know of that gives you...
Yes. Every time you get a job point, it raises the amount of capacity points you get.
Oh, wow.
So it's, yeah, it ends up with you getting quite a bit. And if you beat Rhapsodies completely, like the last 3 or 4 Rhapsody colors, they don't give you a bonus in XP, they give you a bonus in capacity points.
Okay.
So like once we've beat Rhapsody, which is like our final set of missions, then we should like get job points and get the stars for sure.
That's cool.
Okay, we are going to Quiffum, Lower Delphix Tower.
Right on.
This fight is interesting because the monster will cast different spells depending on what day it is. And if you fight him on Light's Day, he's the easiest because he only casts Banish.
Huh.
It's Fire's Day, but we'll be fine.
That makes sense, yeah. Better than Holy, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I got a Rhapsodies mission. Master, are you alright? You must have seen this one already.
Yes, I did.
It is nothing. I needed a few days of respite. I pray it was the orb that led you here. For a brief moment, I feared that we would not meet again in the world. I have learned that all the energies of the Mother Crystals converge upon this very tower. And that is why I have come, to see if we may be able to borrow but a fraction so that we may set things right. The crystal, it murmured something to me. The chains of Prometheia. Does she do this when you started COP or something? Is this what starts this quest?
Yeah.
Master, another path was laid before you. And as you walked into it, encountered one who would shape your future. There is but one last step you must take to bring light into the orb. Did I not show you a particular person when it guided you here? It does not surprise me to hear that Prish appeared before you. How oft would you speak to me of the adventures two of you shared? Like we're talking in past tense when I'm like on the quest right now. The orb does not without just cause. You must seek her out and let the winds of fate blow you where they may. I poked her. I'd like you to meet Tenzin. You wish for me to meet a man named Tenzin from the Far East? I should not be so taken aback. It is only natural for my path to cross with his in this era. Of course, I am intimately familiar with Sir Tenzin. He was the one who strongly insisted that I train under you and learn all I can. So it shall be. Where will you go? Although I'd hoped to give my regards to Prish in person first, but perhaps you are right. Meeting with Sir Tenzin is paramount. This leaves me with just one question. Where can I meet Sir Tenzin? Tabnasia? That certainly is one possibility. Then let us head for Tabnasia. Hold. Who is... It's that ninja that follows us around. Is that Keijaro? How do you know my name? I shall ensure that Sir Tenzin arrives in Juneau safely. I bid you await him in Rulu Gardens. Oh, he's in Juneau then. Then the path before us is clear. The ninja had to show up and correct us. Like, nope, wrong. He's in Juneau. Ready?
Ready.
So when did you do that quest? On accident?
Yes, because I had to come here for spells for Blue Mage.
Is that the only one you have above me?
I ended up seeing 2 cutscenes. So that one and like one more, I think.
Okay, that's not too bad. Are we going up the elevator?
No. Actually, I think we're at the wrong door.
Oh, uh-oh. That's okay, we have our ninja boots. I was looking out the window at our new house, and I'm kind of... I laughed a little bit because our next door neighbor has looks like two brand new Tundras, the big Tundras, and they're both almost identical, same color. And there's also like a badass sports car, but their house is a shack.
Well,
And you know what Jaime said?
but
The ghetto rich.
ghetto rich.
I call that ghetto rich. He's like, priorities, man. I was like, you know, if you added all three of those cars up, you could probably afford my house. I mean, maybe not that much, but you're getting up there. Well, those trucks are like, what, 50 grand? Easy, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I know you're concentrating.
Oh, no, that's okay. I'm concentrating and Zoe's texting me.
Well, you really are multitasking. I'm not a good multitasker. Yesterday I came home to grab the trash bags to go over there to clean the old house, and I got in the car, drove down the block, had to come back because I forgot the trash bags. I left them on where the shoes are. So I must have taken them up, dropped it, put the shoes on,
Yeah.
and then just left the trash bags. And I was like, where the hell did I put the damn trash bags? In the morning, I had to go down a list in my head every morning. Brush my teeth, took my pill, rinse my mouth out with Listerine, and then it's like, I still forget something almost every time.
Yep.
Got my keys, got my wallet. I have to go on a list every time I leave the house.
Like Austin Powers?
Yes, because I'll forget. And don't forget the penis pump.
Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch.
Yeah, one Swedish penis pump with instructions.
That's not mine.
And a certificate of authenticity. I can't never say that word. Rewind. Where do you get that key? The captain of the Ducal Guard. She's looking for Tenzin. Tenzin's right here. He's not in Juneau. Well, well, well. Excellent timing. Great minds think alike. Wouldn't you say? Rewind. Tenzin. I never thought I would be you two who helped me. I too have some very important business on the other side of that door. Ah, what a grand sight. The 5 mother crystals. It is this contraption that protects them as they slumber beneath Vanitiel. Protects them? So that is the purpose of the tower? Exactly. The 5 crystals are connected by the 5 crystal lines that all converge in this very place. For many centuries, we have monitored the lines, protected the radiance of the crystals. However, when the Worm King Bahamut arrived, the 5 crystal lines began acting strangely. We could no longer control them. And then came Celtius. He came here? Sir Nag, are you saying that the boy came here via the crystal line? Which means by traveling back through the line, he can... Exactly, he can reach the 5th crystal. However, it is not as easy as you may think. The lines were not built as a path for men. They were built to gather the light of the mother crystals. The true reason Celtius was able to enter this place was because he was aided by a guardian of the crystals, a terrestrial avatar. An avatar. It is all clear now. Phoenix led me to this place to show me the way to the celestial capital of sea. Phoenix led you here? That is truly unfortunate. If this only had happened before Soja was reactivated. Reactivated? What do you mean by that? Nag.
Nag.
People who annoy you. The ruins of Soja were once the homes of my Kulu brothers and sisters. However, At the onset of the Kulu War with the Xylart, the terrestrial avatars lent us their power and helped transform the area into an impenetrable stronghold. And deep below the ruins is a device that blocks the flow of energy through the crystal line. Esha has repaired that device. Repaired it? Why would she do such a thing? I no longer know what the Society is plotting. That is why I came here, to find out their true intentions. Ha ha ha. Are you surprised? I guess that to you, we ancients, Kulu and Xylart, are all the same. However, that could not be further from the truth. The Xylart were blessed with the ability to subliminally communicate with all those around them. They possessed the whisper of the soul. It was this ability that made the bonds between them unbreakable. However, there were those who were born without the whisper, the Kulu. My people were destined from birth to sit outside the bonds of the Xylartian community. But we bystanders were able to ascertain the truth, and it was that helped us survive the Crusades of 10,000 years ago. The Xylart, the Avatars, Celtius, once again, their sins will deface Vanatiel and undermine her children. That is terrible. If you know such a battle brewing, why do you not attempt to stop it? Why must we fight the Avatars? Such a battle would be meaningless. Our true enemies are the emptiness and the evil boy that is spreading it. Huh. Is that what you have to say, Tenzin? When are you going to stop being led around on a leash like a measly dog? When are you going to see what the terrestrial avatars really want? Listen, I told you this once before. Zeltius is nothing but a traitor. 10,000 years ago, he prevented the Xylart from obtaining what they desired. Now, he is simply attempting the same thing. The records stored in this crystal line observation equipment have shown me the reason why Celtius travels to the mother crystals. By touching the shards, he is able to drain their light, their power. The crystal's power? To accomplish our task, we had to gather the power of the crystals and fuse them into one. And to do that, we needed to repair and revive the Xylartian machines that we damaged in the accident that occurred 10,000 years ago. With the machines working again, we were able to slowly draw the light of the crystals. When he realized he could not single-handedly take on the whole nation of Juno, he turned to the crystals instead, and when he laid his hands upon them, their power flowed from the facets? Like water. Is it faucets or facets?
Facets.
Facets, rushing from a broken dam. This sudden oh, damn it. The thing went away.
This sudden loss of power resulted in a disruption in the space surrounding the crystals.
Thanks, I forgot which button to press on controller.
That's okay.
You go ahead, I need a break.
Without the life-giving light of the crystal shining upon it, the space became overwhelmed with darkness, with emptiness.
I had to tap out there. I was like stumbling all over the words.
But Celtius first appeared on Vanadiel the same time as Bahamut. In my home nation, there were many reports of the emptiness eating its way through the land long before Bahamut even arrived. Wait, you just said that you were slowly drawing the light of the crystals. That would mean that the cause of the emptiness in the east is you, the Xylart. I was beginning to wonder when you would notice that, Tenzin. But don't misunderstand us. It was never our intention to harm Vanadiel with the emptiness. While we lay in slumber for the past 10,000 years, things changed. The crystals changed. Especially the fifth crystal, deep below sea. When the celestial capital was destroyed and sunk to the bottom of the sea, the crystal was damaged. The data that it returns is very odd indeed. However, you need not worry. Once the gate of the gods is opened, the crystals will return to their former state. And once they do, the emptiness will disappear in the crystal's radiance, and the Xylart will have accomplished their dream. Only the wretched terrestrial avatars stand in our way. That is enough. Before I slice you in two, I will give you the opportunity to recall the words of Diabolos. Wake up. You are all bound like marionettes by the chains of Promethea. When the gates of paradise open, our world will be no more. But with an end always comes a new beginning. Tenzin, when you asked your precious phoenix what actually happens when our world is no more, what do you mean? Yes, the world we live in now is nothing but an illusion. Compared to paradise, Vanadiel is a cesspool festering with pain and suffering, lost hopes and dreams. Strict values waver in the winds of uncertainty, while you pilfer your precious time struggling to recognize the truths that peer back at you through the darkness. You are inclined to search aimlessly for hints of who you truly are, though you rarely discover them, and it is this failure that ultimately forces you to tread a vague path through your miserable lives. Boy, he's a downer.
Yeah.
Even confessions of the soul result in disagreement and inconsistency, thrusting your pitiful masses into utter chaos. It is this chaos that breeds evil, an evil that propels you into justifying deeds of malevolence to maintain your false sense of purity. You were born into this world, and that is the only world you know. That is why you fear its end. You fear it, and you fight it. The terrestrial avatars recognize this characteristic of your people and have used it to their advantage. Why? Have you ever wondered why the terrestrial avatars are named so? It is because they, too, were born on Vanadiel. If Vanadiel returns to paradise, they will be nothing but mere animals. But you people are nothing but puppets. Your strings tied to the fingers of the terrestrial avatars, destined to a life of slavery. Why not open your eyes to the truth? Now that you realize your true enemies are the avatars who claim to protect you, your journey through the darkness is over. You can leave the rest to me. I shall change your destinies. So much reading in this chapter.
COP's crazy, man.
The light Celtius has gathered from the mother crystals. If the celestial capital of C still does exist, then the Xylarch's plan is... This monitoring device will inform me of the crystal's memories. The memories will guide me. Let your memories show me the truth I seek.
There's probably been like, I don't know, 20 hours of pure dialogue.
Oh yeah.
So far. It's no joke. You get your money's worth from this expansion. Xylarch was kind of,
not bad at all.
Short.
Yeah. I'm only receiving partial data. There's still too much interference coming from the 5th crystal. But that image, I've seen it somewhere before. It was the Chamber of Eventide, and that was Esha. Yes, it's all clear now. Could it be? Nagmalot has said that the terrestrial avatars are using us to prevent people from waking up and realizing the truth. But if that is true, the people who gave their lives for this flame,
Like the Matrix?
Yeah. Phoenix, answer me. To grant you this form, lives were lost, villages destroyed. The lifeblood you drank from my people, was it not to save Vanadiel? Was it not to breathe hope back into her children? Once again, you tell me to visit Fenrir. Where? The southern tower of Soja? Is that all? We shall see what truths the final avatar presents us with. We shall see if we are simply being made fools of.
Wait. You fight Fenrir separately, right? Or is that part of the CLP mission? I thought Fenrir was like a little side quest for Summoner.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with this.
Nothing to do with this. I think we might get a cutscene with him.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I remember fighting Fenrir, but I don't remember having to do all COP to get to that point.
No. And we fought Fenrir in that place that you get to in Windurst.
Yeah.
That you have to do like 5 prerequisite quests to get access to it, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Forgot what the name of it is, but yeah. The Turmarai Canal. There you go.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, you have to do all those quests with like bringing the Tarus like tortillas and eggs and stuff
Yeah.
and running all over the place before you can get access.
Yeah, that was rough.
Do you have tools for sneaking invisible? We will need it in this next part.
Yeah, I think I do.
Me too.
I think that's one of them. Sanjo. Janjaku,
Yeah,
and 20
Sanjaka
Shinobi.
Tenugui and Shinobi Tabi.
We actually need sneak.
Yeah, only because of annoyance. It says the Dyramites, Thousand Eyes, and Goblins will aggro even level 99.
Oh,
And they're not hard, just annoying.
incredibly easy prey.
Yes. Level 125, Bosidine Glacier.
Here we go. Recording 11 every day is turning into Groundhog's Day. You're not gonna mount up?
We're really close to the tower. It's like right around the corner, so I just used Flee.
Remember Sean's? Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Yes. Cracks
His
me up
macro.
every time.
Yeah. I like the Dark Knight macro.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort.
I saw that macro from Dark Knights over and over again back in the
Oh,
day.
yeah.
And that song was still kind of popular.
Yep.
Now people are like, what are you talking about? It's Papa Roach, man. What the hell's a Papa Roach? It's a long
One hit
story.
wonder.
Do you consider them a one-hit wonder?
That's the only song I ever knew from them. Did they do more?
Yeah. I mean, I really can't remember. I remember I had the album, though, so I guess I was a bigger fan than just the
Yeah,
normal.
it must have been.
Rewind. I am truly sorry. You do not have to come. It is my fault that you became a tool of the Avatars. The Phoenix Blade has confirmed that Nag said, when the gates of paradise open, the terrestrial Avatars will return to their original form. More beasts, mere beasts. The slumbering gods will awake, and the Vana'diel we know will be transformed into a paradise blessed with their glory. However, with their awakening, the Lord of Chaos shall also return. Whether this is good or bad, not even Phoenix knows. And so countless lives were lost in my country to the far east. The Phoenix Blade was forged from the flames of resurrection, the flames left by Phoenix. Does his country not have a name? It's just, the East.
The East.
Yeah. Its sole purpose, to destroy the emptiness. However, it lacked the power to fulfill that mission. It required a strength only obtained by taking innocent lives. The number of people who were ultimately sacrificed is unspeakable. Bandits and criminals were the first to be taken. Soon, villages that could not pay their tributes began offering sacrifices in place of money or crops. Finally, the lives of those who had fallen into the slumber of the emptiness were taken as they slept, unaware of the fate that had befallen them. To you, the tactics chosen by my country may sound barbaric. However, my people realize that this is only part of their destiny. They accept their deaths in exchange to prevent the deaths of others. They know that their passing, they will have protected the world their children and their grandchildren will inherit. My country has entrusted me with a great task, and I am here to fulfill it. One aspect of that task is to protect the Phoenix Blade with my life. I must follow my orders at any cost, and that is why I need you to promise me. If Phoenix leads me down a path that defies the will and morality of men, then you will do what is right for the world. Now I must continue. It is said that deep within this tower, the power of Fenrir sleeps, and one can speak with the Avatar if the power is released. I can only pray my spirit remains as strong as yours. Peace. You know, his sword got me thinking of like Dark Souls or something, a game like that, you know? It'd be kind of cool if you had a katana. Should we sneak invisible? Yeah, if you had a katana that like, every time you killed something, the katana gets a little bit stronger. But the minute you die, you lose it all. So if you never die, your sword's gonna be like super powerful. to a limit.
Right.
Like a soul blade.
Yeah.
And the trade-off is you don't get souls from your fallen enemies. It all goes to your sword. So it's a good weapon to have if you're like, you don't want to level up anymore, you don't care about souls, you just want to get stronger. Yeah, she's
Sorry,
like...
this map is kind of trippy. Like, did your camera do something wonky when we went through that doorway a second ago?
The door, like the wall hallway shut behind us.
Yeah. It said that it'll do that. Okay, so I'm just trying to make sure we
I just thought the drugs kicked in, man.
do this right.
The drugs kicking in again, man.
Ugh, I don't like it. Stop.
Have you ever tried DMT?
Okay, Joe Rogan.
Dude, I nailed the Joe Rogan voice in there. It's so funny. Just his persona. That's a great voice on Fake You.
Oh,
Joe Rogan's the best. It's so freaking accurate. He's turned into one of my favorite side characters in the Solid Snake series. I have to do him more often.
Okay, we're trying to get to that elevator, but
Does not compute.
like the map
It's tripping balls, man.
map really sucks.
Do you have a guide on... Are you on BG Wiki?
No?
Honey.
Okay.
How many times do we have to go over this?
Okay, give me a sec. All right, so
Usually they have like little lines you can follow and stuff. You're on this old guide from 20 years ago.
oh yeah, this one has lines.
I lost track. We need like a little tally on my stream. Times I tell her to use BG Wiki. She's been using an 11 encyclopedia, which was great 15 years ago.
Yeah, my bad.
Why don't you just go to killinifrit.com to get some of, or Alakazam.
Alakazam.
Hell, I just got my strategy guide from 2003. Brady games or whatever, how you say it. But are we screwed now since we didn't follow the
Well,
guide?
I took the wrong turn, so now I gotta get on the right path.
I took a wrong turn in my life a long time ago. I'm still trying to get on the right path. But I have a nice wife and three
That's
beautiful
right.
girls. I am blessed. Very lucky.
Ken?
Life is weird like that. I remember when I was like 18, 19, all the way to my early 20s, nothing was working out. I couldn't get a good job. Then one thing led to another, and eventually here I am. And sometimes I can't even believe it.
Oh, me too.
Sometimes doors open, and you just have to be wise enough to go through them.
Yep.
Do we fall down here or just keep...
Let me check first. Fall in the hole at I-8. Okay. Exit the room to the south.
It's crazy the walls close behind you.
No. Makes the camera get all weird.
Hey, you found it.
Take the elevator, then touch the gate. And then we talk to Sid, and then we talk to the Mithra, and we are done with 3 paths.
Oh, really?
Yes.
We're done with 3. Wow.
We have 3 more cutscenes, and we're done with 3 paths.
And I got 3 beers left in the fridge. I want to celebrate with my 3 beers.
It must be a sign.
What's the... Oh, yeah, it's that button. You have to press triangle. Axe killing me today.
Yes, too. Up in between my shoulders.
Yeah, I think we've been carrying too much stuff.
Yeah, working too hard. Might need like a super hot shower and lay down soon.
Oh, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm. I like my Targaryen showers.
Oh, dude, yeah. When I felt how hot your shower was the other day, I nearly burnt my hand off. I was like, oh my god. I am Fenrir. Woof.
Woof.
Ruff, ruff, ruff. Though I am no longer of body, my spirit continues to roam the heavens. He's in All Dogs Go to Heaven. I need to download that movie.
That was a cute movie.
Kids would love that movie. However, my strength has begun to fade, as do stars come morn. O guardian of the moon, my name is Tenzin. I have come from a land far to the east, the blade born of Phoenix at my side. Great misfortune has befallen Vanadiel. The 4 mother crystals have lost their power, and were overtaken by the emptiness. Vanadiel trembles at the arrival of the Keeper of the Apocalypse. To save our world, we require your strength and your wisdom. Can you offer us your assistance? So you still choose the path to live and die with the children of the dawn, the path of the terrestrial avatars, the path of the people. I apologize, but I do not quite understand what you are trying to tell us. I was zoning off. The memories of 10,000 years ago. Woof! They will guide you. That is a dog. Witness the vows of ancient times, the decisions made before I fade in a morning sky. That's cool.
That is cool.
Where are we? Could this be Fenrir's vision? We're tripping balls, man. If we are truly witnessing civilizations past, then those fighting Fenrir are our ancestors. Listen carefully, people of Vanadiel. Though you have accepted Twilight, you still choose to remain in this world. You did not heed our warnings, and now the light of the crystals have begun to fade. Chaos is upon you. There is nothing more we can do for you. We no longer have time for idle chatter. If you wish to remain as you are, leave this place immediately. There is still some time before the pact between the terrestrial avatars and Celtius is fulfilled. Go, live your lives, and until the flames of your souls have flickered out...
The future is not yet decided. We have come to request of you a new destiny.
A new destiny? I shall repeat myself one last time. Your destinies have been recorded in the pages of the universe. Woof. The answers given by the crystals becomes truth. The memories of the crystal have been uttered. Those words cannot be changed.
Yes, we understand. As time passes, the life force that dwells within us becomes tainted. Darkness is born. And then comes one who harbors that darkness, the Keeper of the Apocalypse, and he will lead us into the twilight. This destiny is not decided by you, and cannot be changed using even the divination power of the stars or moon. It is a given. However, I traveled to my homeland and I spoke with the dying Celtius, and he told me, if the Keeper of the Apocalypse is defeated, then the pact with the terrestrial avatars would be broken.
You are correct, but you can only succeed by first breaking the chains that bind your people. With Celtius gone, who is there left with the strength, the courage, to accomplish the daunting task? Who is there left to bear forth an answer to an answerless riddle?
I have found the answer. Celtius told me what he was trying to accomplish because he wished for me to continue in his footsteps.
It cannot be. You are the one who escaped from the curse of the emptiness. Even my readings could not predict this crossing of destinies. You who have broken free from the circle of life, you may be able to watch over the destinies of mankind until the end arrives. But when it does, when the Keeper of the Apocalypse rises up, you will be powerless. And you will witness every man and woman on Vanadiel blindly march into the void of twilight, their arrogance, apathy, cowardice, rage, and envy drawing them deeper and deeper into the darkness.
Yes, however, there is still hope. The life force of men is strong. They will persevere along the river of time until an answer is found. Fenrir, guardian of the moon, we await your divination. Tell us the fated era. Tell us the fated land. If we know only when and where the Keeper of the Apocalypse will rise forth, we will find a way to defeat him. Mankind will find a way.
Roof. The fated era, the fated land. The hardships that accompany the destiny you so desire to bear are beyond any you could even imagine. However, this may be the only true form of retribution from your past sins. Are you ready to take upon your back, the destiny of all mankind? I am not one to stand in your way. Let the moon reading begin. And so, destiny has spoken. After 10,000 years of sleep, the Keeper of the Apocalypse will rise once again. Antamnesia. Could Fenrir's words be the truth, or simply some form of trickery? After 10,000 years of sleep, the Keeper of the Apocalypse will rise once again in Tavnasia. 10,000 years have passed. Tavnasia, the abhorrent one, but I must return to Baslock and speak with Lady Olmia immediately.
He thinks Prish is the Keeper of the Apocalypse?
Maybe.
I hope not.
Well, she's like forever young.
True. Because of that spell they did.
Yeah.
That backfired.
Are we done here?
Yeah.
That'll make you question yourself?
Yes. I was like, wait, we don't have to touch it twice, right?
Oh god. I was walking around and it didn't cancel, so I'm glad it... Oh, wow. For some reason it didn't cancel. Usually it does when you walk around.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing we're done.
Yep. 2 more cutscenes. Sid and the Mithra.
I think that might make our stopping point tonight, because
Yes.
we've been streaming for an hour and 13 minutes, and CLP story really wears you down.
It does, because there's so much reading.
It's good, but it's long. It's hard to read.
After these 2 cutscenes, when 3 Paths is finished, it is the end of chapter 5.
How many chapters are there?
8.
Oh my god. 3 more chapters? It feels like we've been playing CLP for 2 weeks now. Paranoia. Everyone's gonna get me.
Metalworks 1.
Paranoia.
Everybody's coming to get me.
Metalworks 1. All the Cretans are feeding and cloning? Is that the lyrics? Something like that.
And only stupid people are breeding.
And only stupid people are breeding. Master Sid, has Lady Olmia returned? And what of Lady Prish? Calm down. Olmia arrived back here a few days ago. She's resting in one of those guest residences. Prish, well, there are still no signs of her. But before we set out to look for her, why don't you tell us what you found out on your journey? The avatars told you that? It's so hard to believe, but some of the things Nag said do make some sense. For example, the recent strange energy readings from the Craigs. I've studied those as well. But I never imagined that the remnants of the ancients were trying to do something as crazy as that, using the lines that converge the energy from all 5 crystals, and ultimately use the concentrated power to open the gates of paradise. I'm not positive, but with that much energy, opening the gates may not be as possible as it sounds. And with all the technology that hooded scientists in Juno have. But wait a minute, didn't they already try opening the gate 10,000 years ago and failed miserably? Just look at their capital, it sunk to the bottom of the sea. Until we find out what the Paradise Place really is, we can't let the Xylar go on doing as they please. That is true, but we first must face the problem that lies before us, the Keeper of the Apocalypse. I was certain that Celtius was the one we were searching for, but after hearing the testimony of Fenrir, that the Keeper of the Apocalypse would be born into Tavnasia? Tenzin, according to what you've told me, Prisha's treatment in Tavnasia was quite out of the ordinary. Are you trying to say that this is because she is the Keeper? Well, it pains me to believe so. All the recent events seem to point to that conclusion. I have asked Phoenix numerous times for an answer, but she only replies that she, too, does not know. But if it is true, if Prish is the Keeper of the Apocalypse, then there's only one thing I can do. Hold on, Tenzin. We still don't know for sure that she's the one. Yeah, she's a little rude and a little crude, and a heck of a lot wilder than I like most of my company. But once you get past that, you realize that she's one of the most honest people you'll ever meet. I couldn't imagine her lying to a soul, let alone be untrue to herself. Tenzin, you can't truly believe that she's inherited the will of Promethea, can you? However, I cannot doubt what we saw. I believe that Fenrir showed me what we did for a reason. It is the sole wish of the avatars to keep the gates of paradise closed. Anyone who attempts to open the gates will undoubtedly become their enemy. Perhaps the will of Promethea remains dormant within Lady Prish. Perhaps one simply has not realized that she carries the seed of Twilight. Alright, I'm going to have to ask you to refrain from questioning Omia until Luvi gets back. We don't want to jump at any conclusions before we've grasped the whole picture. Tenzin, I understand that you blame yourself for not being able to find Prish, but think of poor Olmia and how she would react. Very well, Master Sid. I promise I will not speak of what I saw to Lady Olmia until the return of Sir Louis. It is not too much to ask. Might I inquire as to where she is staying? Robot, show Tenzin to Olmia's room. To tell you the truth, I think we may be on our way over our heads here. Up until now, whether it be by science or justice, I've never thought too deeply about what I was getting into. I just took the ball and ran with it as fast as I could. But this time a little voice in the back of my head is telling me that I should be careful. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting old. It's those ancients that you keep talking about. If they rooted firmly in Juno, there may not be anything we can do to pull them out. Fighting worms and beastmen is bad enough. I shudder to think what would happen if the Duchy army was thrown into the mix. And there's something else that has been bothering me. This far eastern country that Tenzin was supposedly traveled from, even the pirates of Nord know little about it. How do we know if we can really trust him? Who speaks the truth and who peddles lies? It is becoming harder and harder to tell. I see a storm brewing on the horizon.
They're batting down the hatches.
Yeah. If we don't take care, our ship may sink, and everything we may have fought for now may be lost. If you really want to save your nation and its people, you have to be strong. See things with your own eyes. Make decisions with your own heart. Don't be fooled by those with ulterior motives. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to sound like a father scolding his daughter. What's wrong?
Sid, the Tenshoto have just sent a message. Prish has been spotted in Juno.
What?
They told her that there was a warrant out for her capture, but she didn't seem to listen. What's wrong? Why would she go and risk being captured? Juno. Perhaps she has gone to meet with...
Olmia? Is there something we should know?
Master Sid, I must leave for Juno immediately.
Olmia? This doesn't look good. Robert, find Tenzin and Luffy and tell them what happened. Then hurry to Juno. Tell them not to worry about Movopolis. I'll have a party of musketeers. No, gold musketeers sent there right away. Rewind, Noxie, you had better go to Juno as well. If you can't find Prish, then we'll all meet in front of the Grand Duke Palace and plan our next move. If she's already been captured, then I can guarantee she'll be somewhere in that building.
Nice. One more cutscene.
Good, I don't know how much longer I can do this.
I know, right?
I'm starting to stutter.
Yes.
We might need to play a gameplay game or something with less reading.
Right.
We sit there and just talk.
Windurst Woods 1.
There's not much fights in COP. It's mostly just running around doing cutscenes.
The fights we have done go by really quickly because we're so strong.
Yeah, it's trivial.
Yeah.
That's true. Not much of a challenge anymore when you're level 99. And
No. Today's the first time I've used Sneak and Invisible since we came back.
that's mostly just an annoyance,
Yeah.
not a necessity. You could probably go in there and fight them all if you really wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Edmondo. I like how the Dommels have names.
Me too.
They're pets.
I see, my child. You have heard of this new Trust Initiative. If it is a scroll you seek, then I bid you talk to Shikari Z.
Oh, do we get that from getting this part in the COP?
Yeah,
Nice.
after we beat 3 paths. She is a sin hunter through and through. As a bearer of the Fang, she submitted herself wholly to the laws of nature. Those same laws now guide you, giving the answer to one of the many questions burning in your mind.
Oh, man. Back's killing me.
Have you come to confess your sins? I see you have a Windurst Trust permit. I, too, have come to speak with Perry Vashai about that very matter. Our friends in Juneau said to me, we need your help to fight the Keeper of the Apocalypse. I am not blind. My skills as a sin hunter are needed by many. But who can ensure that my alter ego will not be a sin in and of itself? The Motherland's leaders are in constant debate about what this new magic can mean for our people. Does it abide by the natural order of things? If the alter ego causes a sin, then who is the hunter supposed to track down? Of course, the Queen's stance on these issues is as fickle as a newborn babe. But the prevailing opinion is that trust magic is permissible so long as it does not violate the natural order and is undertaken by one who is not apt to cause sin. As such, I received a scroll and am tasked with finding someone from among us sin hunters to engage in the ritual. Who could possibly be more trustworthy than Perry Vashai? I'm here today to give the scroll to her. Yet for some reason, she refused. The natural way of things is not for us to decide. The sky and land have that responsibility. So she elected to wait until she received a sign from above. What is this smell? The smells of change carried by the western wind. Is something about to... Could it be? No, not this time. Something magical is in the air. Memories of my past have come wafting on the breeze. It smells of wyverns. It smells of Boneyard Gully. No, I do not, cannot forget where we first fought and where I first fell. You went from being a passerby on my life's road to something much greater. Can you not hear the voice of nature? I'm all waving my arms around.
It's a long little piece of story just to get a trust.
I know, right?
Is she pretty good?
She's awesome.
Yeah.
She's like a staple in all of my parties whenever I have her.
That's cool.
I can hear it speaking to me. It bids me accompany you once more. I pledge to follow you to the last and to guard you with all my strength. May your journeys always be filled with excitement.
Nice. I don't remember I ever had her before.
We beat chapter 5.
This is it?
Yeah,
All right, let's call it here. I'm tired.
me too.
Well,
Good stream.
Well, maybe play tomorrow. It's Friday tomorrow. We may play. I don't know.
Well, we got a football game to go to.
That, and I think this weekend I'm gonna play in like another Resident Evil or something for a little bit. Change it up.